I'm Batista at drfitnessusa.com, and while we are talking about weight range and weight scale, I wanted to address a certain point. Now, yes, we want you to be safe and we want you to find that weight range that is your magical number where you're safe and comfortable, yet still give you a challenge. However, the body is usually stronger than what the person thinks. And in order to make certain changes, structural changes in the body, you need to lift a certain amount of weight. That is most of the time more than the person thinks that they're capable of. So, for example, in the programs, you will see that on some instances, we will recommend using dumbbells and with an alternate option to do a certain piece of equipment. This is because in some instances, the dumbbells would require for you to lift much heavier than you're probably capable to doing at the moment. I'll give you an example. We were working with a tall, skinny man in his 50s, 55, who has been training at the gym for over 20 years. And when we gave him, for example, a dumbbell press, 20 pounds dumbbell was heavy for him. Of course, most people that train at the gym don't know what they're doing, so they're not really achieving any type of results because they don't have guidance, and that might be you. That's why you are doing this program. In fact, a small woman who has never trained at the gym usually is capable of lifting 25 to 30 pounds dumbbells within just a few sessions. So for a 50-year-old man who has been training in the gym for 20 years, 20 pounds being heavy is really not, it's really not going to produce any results. In order to make the progress and to achieve the results that we are anticipating, then we are substituting the dumbbell recommended exercise for a piece of equipment. So I am actually going to use a lecture that Dr. Fitness USA has done to illustrate that point where I am asking those questions, and I'm going to just play it for you here. I think it'll be illustrating the point more clearly. So I'm gonna just stop right here and let you hear part of the lecture that Dr. Fitness USA gave on this topic to illustrate this point. I'll see you next time. Yeah, okay, so you said that if it was a younger person, then on the chest press they have to lift about 90 pounds. So if it was an older person, it would be difficult for them to
Absolutely.
lift. So we would want to put them on a machine so that they could do the exercise with sufficient weight without having to lift the dumbbell.
Yeah, we would put more emphasis in their other parts of their body where it's less strenuous on their joints.
Yeah, okay. So say on the chest press, a regular, typical young man would lift 90 pounds. The older man that goes on a machine, how much weight would he press on that machine?
That is so variable. We'd probably start them off like at 60 pounds, and then if that was a piece of cake, then we'd go to 90. We'd have to try him at different weight levels to see where his starting weight would be.
Mm-hmm. And so,
like if you use a Life Fitness chest machine, well, good God, maybe 60 is going to be really heavy at the moment. Whereas, you know, as we warm him up or he follows a certain weight scale, he's going to get to 110 or 130.
So basically what we're saying here, correct me if I'm wrong, is all the exercises that call for dumbbells.
Yes, that's correct.
For an older man, and we're talking maybe 40 up,
I'd have to say like 48 years old or somebody that never worked out.
So for that type of people, anything that has to do with dumbbells then can be substituted for machines in order to be able to do sufficient weight without having to actually lift the dumbbells.
Yeah, usually older men, they want to get in and work out. You know,
Okay.
they like that male Bravo stuff.
Okay.
And if they are in a machine, they can have good posture. They can have play with range of motion. They can play with seat position. Trying to lift dumbbells is really a task.
So in this particular program, we're talking about the chest press. That's about it, right? For the first program, we're talking about the chest press.
Yes, exactly.
For the-
Just exactly the way.
So for the second program, we're talking about the dumbbell fly and the shoulder press.
Shoulder press is tricky because sometimes we keep the dumbbells, even if it's just lightweight. But shoulder press machines in themselves are not really great unless they have a hammer shoulder press. So you can have a shoulder press machine, but the ideal is a hammer shoulder press machine.
So in other words, if you don't have a hammer shoulder press,
Well, when she says hammer, it's because when you sit on it, the bench is angulated backwards like 45 degrees to maybe 50 degrees so that there's not a lot of stress on your spinal column.
so unless the person has a hammer shoulder press, then will they be doing the dumbbells?
I would put them on the dumbbells because even if they're doing 15, 20 pounds, it's a natural exercise. The machines that men do in a thing are very, very hard on the body. And they're never going to do enough weight to really do any damage. And it doesn't allow them to have that natural feel of having good posture or having fun in the exercise. It's a very tedious type of deal when you use these machines. It's the material, they're built indestructible, you can't really adjust them to comfort the angle of your body. You might wind up with shoulder pain,
Okay. So
things
you
of that
answered the question.
nature.